Now at 5:30, we're tracking a developing story out of Estill County this morning. Irvin police tell us an escaped inmate being transferred is armed and on the run.
We have some new information just coming in on that story. Also, police are looking for two teens who they say stole a moped at Knife Point in Lexington. The latest on the investigation of that.
It was kind of like a gold mine for an identity thief.
That's what one Madison County man says after finding dozens of medical records just thrown away in a dumpster. We'll have more on where they ended up in just a few minutes.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's nice to have you along with us here on Tuesday, June 2nd, as we get this day off and rolling. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Yesterday, all you can say about it was good napping weather. It was rainy and cold.
Yeah, cool. Certainly, surprisingly so when we left out in the afternoon.
So much changes in just a couple hours here on the morning show for us.
Yeah. Let's check in with Micah, who's tracking and rolling with these changes as the week goes along. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. It's funny you guys mentioned that. I was just looking at some of the data from yesterday. Northern Kentucky stayed in the mid-50s. We're still in the mid-50s this morning. Central Kentucky was there in the upper 50s, lower 60s, kind of depending on where you were. In Southern Kentucky, we actually finished off in the 70s. There was a big temperature swing yesterday from north to south, a 20-degree swing, depending on where you are in Northern Kentucky and also Southern Kentucky. Live sky camera this morning, a little mist here and there, possibly some fog, and most of us sitting pretty much where most of us are kind of the same temperature this morning. So I don't see a big temperature swing today. Temperatures upper 60s, lower 70s later on this afternoon. It will feel very nice. But if you're looking for a chance of rain, it's not going to be across much of the region. Very small chance down in the far southeastern zones. Now, I'll show you the next few days because it gets warmer, and warmer typically means thunderstorms. I'll have that coming up in about 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll see you then. Let's get right to the news now.
We go first to a developing story we are following out of Estill County. Irvin police tell us they are searching for an escaped inmate.
And they say he is armed, and WKYT's Sean Moody is live at the Estill County.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. I was just talking with a police officer who was out here patrolling the area. He said the man that they're looking for is a white man about 6 feet tall. He was last seen wearing an orange hoodie and blue jeans with holes. They did say this man had a history of violence, but they wouldn't expand beyond that. He said the Estill County Sheriff's Office was transporting him from the Laurel County Detention Center for a court date. We've been trying all night to find out what the man's name is and what kind of court date that was for, but so far officials haven't said. They did tell us this man apparently slipped out of his handcuffs and ran away from that transport. They say he got into a pickup truck near the water treatment plant here in Estill County that may have had the keys inside it. That truck belonged to a security guard. We're told that security guard actually fired shots at the truck, blowing out 3 of its tires. Police later found that truck across the street from a library here in Irvin. They believe that the man may have a machete that was inside that pickup truck. Now, Irvin police told me they've got about 5 officers still out right now searching for this man. They are in charge of the investigation at this point. Live in Estill County, Sean Moody, WKYT.
All right, Sean, thank you very much. We'll stay on top of that story. And new this morning, Lexington police are searching for 2 teens who stole a person's moped at Knife Point. Officers tell us this happened on Fairmont Court off Richmond Road just before 1 o'clock this morning. They say a person was locking up their moped when they were approached by 2 male teenagers. The victim says one of the teens pressed a knife to his chest and then both stole the moped and rode away. Police say to be on the lookout for a red moped with black handlebars with the letters BIP posted on the side.
We are tracking a crime alert in Lexington this morning. Police officers are investigating a string of business burglaries. Police say over the weekend, burglars broke into a daycare and acupuncture center, storage centers, and 2 animal hospitals. At one of the animal hospitals, veterinarians say the burglars took medication and soap.
They came through a back door situation, just ripped a door off the wall basically. Then they've came up front. Clearly it's evident that they came in, got a cash drawer, removed some cash, stuff off the shelves.
Police are not sure if the burglaries are connected. They're looking for clues in surveillance video taken from some of the businesses.
A Central Kentucky man is still recovering this morning after being hit by a car while walking down a Scott County road.
Police say that driver did not stop. WKYT's Mark Barber is at our live desk with more. Mark, we learned police have found the car, but not the driver. Where was the car found?
Good morning, Rebecca. Deputies say the driver ditched the car about a quarter of a mile down the road from where the man was hit. Investigators tell us they found the car along US 25 just north of Georgetown. The car was abandoned yesterday morning after deputies say a driver crashed into a man who was walking along the road. We're told the hit and run nearly killed 20-year-old David Bell. He is in critical condition at UK Hospital, where he's been in surgery in the intensive care unit. Investigators think Bell may have been walking along the road because he worked nearby. Now, deputies say they do have a person of interest in the case. However, they say they're still trying to track him down. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. We're learning more about the man who was shot by police in Scott County. Police have identified that man as 33-year-old William Ray McKee. The Scott County Sheriff's Office says deputies got a tip that McKee was camping in some woods near North Elkhorn Creek late Sunday night. When sheriff's deputies, Georgetown police, and state troopers got to the creek, they say they found McKee pointing a gun at them.
Ultimately, contact was made with Mr. McKee, and as we know, a firearm was displayed towards law enforcement on scene, and it did result in a shooting.
Investigators say officers from all three agencies fired at McKee. It is not clear how many times McKee was hit. Police say McKee was wanted in connection to a stolen weapon. They think that he could be the so-called sock bandit who robbed a Franklin County gas station wearing a sock over his hand. They say he's also a person of interest in burglaries at a couple of horse farms in Scott County.
Well, state police say a Lawrence County man died in police custody. Louisa police arrested Billy Collins Friday night after they say he crashed his car while driving on a suspended license. While at the Louisa Police Department, police say Collins punched a police officer several times and then barricaded himself in the hallway. Police say they tasered Collins, but it didn't work because he tore off the probes. When they used the taser a second time, they were finally able to restrain Collins. They say he then showed signs of a medical emergency and later died at the hospital. While police are investigating, they say at this point it appears none of the officers involved did anything criminal.
The time is 5:37 on WKYT this morning. Police have charged a Knox County magistrate with assault and terroristic threatening. State police arrested Jerry Cox over the weekend. In January, investigators say Cox hit two men with his car in the Flat Lick community. And in April, they say Cox pointed a gun at some family members of those people, but Cox claims he's innocent. He is set to be arraigned later this month. He has bonded out of jail.
Folks in Madison County have a mystery on their hands after finding dozens of medical records in a dumpster. Carl Swanger says he was visiting his Richmond storage unit over the weekend when he found 65 boxes full of medical papers. He says everything from birthdays to social security numbers were printed on the documents. He took them to Baptist Health, but they actually came from a company called Richmond Radiology. That company closed its Richmond branch years ago. And now Baptist Health trying to get in touch with the company to pass on those documents.
We're committed to making sure that they got to the right people and didn't get in the wrong hands any further. We understand the importance of maintaining privacy of patients, no matter whether they're our patients or not.
No one knows if the documents were originally being held in a storage unit or if someone brought them from elsewhere. Cincinnati Bengals player Devin Still says his little girl Leah is doing better after some complications with her cancer treatment. He posted on Instagram overnight saying this about his daughter: "Can't really talk or smile, but she wanted to give y'all a thumbs up to say she's doing better and thanks for the prayers. First time she's really been awake in 4 days, so we're making a little progress." Over the weekend, Still said Leah had complications with her stem cell treatment. The 5-year-old was diagnosed with a rare form of pediatric cancer a year ago today.
Keep her in our thoughts. A judge has delayed the trial for an Ohio man accused of plotting to blow up the U.S. Capitol. Christopher Cornell has pleaded not guilty to 4 counts, including the attempted murder of U.S. officials and employees. A federal judge says both sides are still deciding on expert witnesses and reviewing evidence. A status conference is now set for November 10th.
Rescuers are still scrambling to find survivors from a cruise ship that sank for 458 people on board in China. This happened during a storm on China's river there late Monday night. 12 people have been rescued so far. 5 bodies were recovered. The captain and chief engineer have been taken into police custody.
Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes is in China this week. She'll be there to tout Kentucky's business opportunities. Grimes is one of 5 secretaries of state from around the country who's on that trip. She will be traveling to several Chinese cities to meet with business and government leaders. China is Kentucky's 5th largest export partner. Many of the state's largest companies have offices there, including Lexmark, Yum Brands, Brown-Forman, and Ashland. Time this morning is 5:40, 20 before 6 on WKYT.
Here's a look at the Waze app this morning. Let's check it out. Not too much going on. Roads looking pretty clear. No congestion affecting your morning commute if you're headed out the door.
Only thing to watch out for this morning, the closed roads downtown near the Centerpoint project and a portion of Alumni Drive that is closed near campus for those road improvements. That, of course, between Tates Creek and Nicholasville, and that's going to be the case throughout the summer. So keep that one in mind, and it's easy to sneak on through Cooper Drive or some other back street there and get on over if you need to make that
something
trip.
Good to know about ahead of time.
Yeah, it is. All right, a lot more news is coming up for you Tuesday morning on WKYT.
Some Brazilian art students creating an art project with a message. We'll tell you how they're bringing that message to the public in 5 minutes.
That's not a good looking start this morning. We're looking at the Frankfort Cam at 55 degrees. Isolated chances at rain. I'll show you that coming up next.